What's going on, everyone? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Amazon exclusive Gaming Greats Droid 3-pack from Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And yes, the camera is facing a different way because there's less glare on all this plastic doing it this way, as far as how the lights are. But back to this. All right, so I did not play Jedi Survivor, but I've watched the cutscenes and I thought all three of these droids looked really cool in the game. Now, 2 out of 3 of these droids are not my favorite. I mean, the MagnaGuard is very fiddly and the B1 just doesn't stand well. But I am super excited to have the HA version of the Super Battle Droid with the rocket launcher arm. That is awesome, and I think the paint jobs on all 3 look incredible. I think they're going to look great on the shelf. And as you see, it comes in this triple wide box, Star Wars The Black Series up top. Through this massive window, you can see all 3 droids. So the MagnaGuard comes with his Electro Staff. Now it does have the little purple Electro bits that don't stay on very well. The Super Battle Droid comes with the same blast effect that the standalone Super Battle Droid came with for the, twin blaster cannon on his wrist. And the B1 comes with this awesome looking vibro axe thing. That's pretty cool. Here we have MagnaGuard, Super Battle Droid, and Battle Droid, the Gaming Greats logo there, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The front window wraps around on this side. You have the Gaming Greats logo again, and there's the side with the artwork. You've got a picture of each droid. I like it. There's nothing on the top except this big old scratch. And on the bottom, you got the barcode, some small print, and some logos. And there's the back of the box. You got the same pictures that are on the side, only bigger. Yeah, they look fantastic. You have a short bio in various languages, and then some more mouse print down there. And this bio says, in his fight to protect the galaxy, Cal Kestis must face a number of enemies. Reprogrammed MagnaGuards are formidable enemies to the Jedi with their deadly electrostaffs. The Super Battle Droid is a bulkier, stronger, and more advanced version of the standard mechanical soldier that destroys anything in its path with rocket cannon fire. Variant B1 battle droids have been reprogrammed to serve a new master years after the end of the Clone Wars. All right, I'm going to get these 3 droids out of this box, and let's take a look at them. Okay, so here is the MagnaGuard, the Super Battle Droid, or the B2HA, and that may stand for Heavy Artillery because of the rocket launcher arm, and the B1. And I am very, very surprised that this fella is actually standing. This one that I have here has a funky ankle and the knees are weird. He's a pain to stand, but he's actually vertical, so I'm kind of shocked. But I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on these because I've reviewed all 3 of these figures before. And as you see, I went on ahead and posed up the MagnaGuard and the B1 with their respective weapons. But the paint job on all 3 is just killer. But I'm going to save my favorite one for last, so let's start with the MagnaGuard. And here is the Jedi Survivor version of the MagnaGuard up close, and he does look really good. It's just like the other MagnaGuard that we got, okay, just a different paint job. Now, there's no weathering on this one. This one's very clean, but the maroon arms look really good. The paint on the face is well done. Those bright red eyes are just awesome. The mouth and the cheeks look good. The wrap that's around his head, this olive color, it's very nice. And you got some stuff going on top of his head. And this hood sits so nice. That's a nice hood. I don't know why they can't make Jedi hoods like that. That sits on his noggin so well. And then you have these wraps going around his body, and they hang in the back. Okay, there's 2 of them. Now, the longer of the 2, you've got some stripes on it. Now, this one was badly just crunched in the box. I did wet it. The crinkles are a little better, but they're still kind of prevalent. I don't know. I may have to hit that again. But overall, they lay fairly well. But the arms look good. The hands, his belly, his back. It's an awesome droid design in the legs. Very Grievous-like. Yeah, just very cool. I mean, these were modeled after Grievous. And I just have him in a very basic, fighting stance. He's crouched. He's ready to attack. It's the same Electro Staff that we got the last time. And in my case, the Electro bits actually stay on this one. The other one that I have, these things would constantly fall off, so I just took them off. These are actually staying put, and this droid is actually standing fairly well. So I'm just going to leave him like this. I'm not going to go through articulation or various poses because I've already reviewed this figure. I just wanted to, just give you a good look at him. As far as the paint, I mean, really the arms and the lack of weathering is the only big difference. And of course, the color of the wrap up here is an olive in this case. I think he looks fantastic overall. So let's move on to the B1. All right, so here's the B1 battle droid that comes in this set, and I really like this paint job a lot. And I meant to pull his antenna out. Let me do that real quick. I've always been kind of partial to having these antenna up. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, the paint job on this guy is just wonderful. The maroon and the tan and the silver. Of course, everything that's silver is very shiny. I'm just loving that. Now, of course, there's no weathering on this one, but it's okay. It's all right. The backpack is nicely done. Beautiful paint job on the backpack. But the highlight of this droid is the weapon. This vibro axe stabby thing, slashy thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks awesome. The silver on the blade and how they sculpted it to make it look serrated and pitted. That's just cool. Black, and then the brown handle is nicely done, nicely sculpted. You have some black down here on the end of the handle. It looks great. Now his hands don't hold the handle very well. I mean, yes, his fingers can articulate, but still, they don't hold the handle well. So I had to put one hand up here where it's a little thicker, okay, so he can actually hold the thing. And I just put him in a very basic pose. All right, I'm not going to go through articulation. I'm not going to go through a bunch of poses with this. I mean, if you own this droid, you kind of know what he's capable of. You know, the elbows are very good. Of course, if you rotate the forearms, you can change the wrist hinge, you know, if you want it horizontal or vertical. So you have some variation there. But I think having him like this, like he's about to slash, looks pretty good. And do I want to try to get him to stand again? I don't know. There. Ha! Yeah, it's a B1 battle droid. It looks just like it's supposed to. I am loving the paint job, but I am really, really loving this weapon. I mean, this is just nicely done. I mean, the sculpt, the paint, they actually put paint on this weapon. Digging that, and I'm still kind of surprised he's standing up. Yeah, it's a great looking droid. So now let's move on to the Super Battle Droid. All right, now here's a droid that has no problem standing. The Super Battle Droid, or in this case, the B2HA. And this paint job, the maroon and tan against this shiny silver, is just beautiful. I mean, look how shiny the silver is on this one. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and there's his rocket launcher while we're here. Nicely sculpted. Yeah, that just looks cool. I just love that. His belly looks good. Got some red here on his thighs. Some red there on his hand, the back of his hand. The black on the sides is nice and glossy, you know, just like the other ones. But all this just looks so good. And it's black up here instead of blue. Okay, that's one difference. And around the back. That is just nice. I'm just loving this, but the silver is just so glossy. What a beautiful droid. And up underneath, okay, you can pop his noggin off. Come on, get off there. That's super tight. Wow, this one's tight. There we go. And if you pop this off, all right, so as far as the paint in here, this one is the same as the standalone release, okay, that has the added yellow here and here. Okay, the one that came with 3PO only has the white and the red, okay, no yellow. All right, so this one is the same as the single release, okay, which is fine. It's fine. Let's pop that back on and pop his head back on. Golly, hang on. Get on there. But the head is super snug. There. Beautiful droid. I'm loving this. And as far as accessories, okay, you got the little blast effect. It's the same as the one that came with the single release, and it will snap on the twin blaster cannon on his wrist. And in my case, these are a little more stiff, all right? On my single release, these things were so soft, they would just bend and flex all over the place. These are a lot stronger. You know, they're more substantial, more rigid. So you can snap that blast effect on, no problem. And that looks pretty good. I don't know if I'll display this one like this because of his rocket launcher arm, but it's an option, and that looks awesome. Yeah, I think in my case, I'm just going to have him down like this, maybe his, hand flexed a little bit and have the rocket launcher out. Okay, just to kind of mix it up. Now, one thing. All right, so on mine, this is very loose right here. Very, very loose. I may have to throw some Mod Podge in here or something. That does want to fall down. Okay, okay, there. That's not bad. That looks really nice. And in this light, this silver, wow, that's just beautiful. Oh, come on, stand up. All right, the MagnaGuard, Super Battle Droid, and the B1 Battle Droid. All three of these look great. I mean, the paint jobs are so well done. Very, very happy with how these look. So let's go stick these three fellas on the shelf and let's see how they look there. And there they are on the shelf, and I think they look great. And yes, these are just repaints of existing figures, but we got this one with a rocket launcher, and we have a new weapon with that one. All right, so there's some new, but overall, I think they look great. I'm digging the paint jobs, and as you see, I have the B2 up front, just because he is the coolest one, and then that B1 and the MagnaGuard in the back. And then I have the KX security droid and this battle droid on some Landspeeder Luke stands there. So that's how they look on the shelf, and I'm very, very pleased. I think they look great. And I think I'm just going to end the video here just so I don't have to move 3 droids in the other room and then bring them back in here. So just like always, I would love to hear from you guys. So please comment below and let me know what you think of this B2HA Super Battle Droid and the MagnaGuard and this B1 Battle Droid from Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, smack like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. I would certainly appreciate it. And something else that I would love for you to consider, and that is joining the channel. It is the 112th Battalion. It's only 99 cents a month. You'll get sneak peeks to upcoming videos, some custom emojis, loyalty badges, all those cool things. I would definitely appreciate that. But just like always, thank you all so much for watching. See y'all next time.